Hey guys, Meteorologist Chris Tomer here with this morning mountain weather update. All right, here is our storm system moving in. This is Sun Valley, Idaho. I'm expecting moderate snow accumulations there today. All of this snow is sliding towards the Tetons, or I'm expecting heavy snow accumulation this afternoon, tonight, and tomorrow of a foot or more in the Tetons as this batch arrives there. Let me show you this on radar this morning. You can see the blue right there over the top of southern Idaho, Sun Valley, and again, all that's moving towards the Tetons. Then eventually this is going to start to sink to the south and hit the Wasatch on the 7th. The 7th is when you could pick up some moderate snow accumulations. Until then, just very light accumulations across the Wasatch. All right, let me show you what I'm thinking here this morning as far as latest bullet points. So this is our next storm, 3-5 through 3-9. You can see the timing here. Wasatch, light snow today and tomorrow, moderate snow on the 7th as the storm drops through. Tetons 1 to 2 feet coming this afternoon, tonight, and tomorrow morning. Colorado, you got light snow today, some tomorrow, some on the 7th, but then a moderate to heavy shot of snow as this storm system develops into a Colorado area of low pressure on 3-8 and 3-9, and I'll show you that on the forecast radar coming up. Northeast, you've got some rain today, and again the afternoon, evening of 3-6, and then a better chance of snow coming in 3-10, 3-11, assuming the temperatures do stay cold enough. Let me show you what this looks like on water vapor satellite imagery this morning. So there's our area of low pressure moving into central and northern California and parts of Oregon. That will push out, and that's what's doing. That's what it is doing, this band of snow across Idaho, and it's headed towards the Tetons. And eventually this area of low pressure is going to drop down towards the Four Corners and become this Colorado area of low pressure with enhanced snowfall across Colorado and parts of northern New Mexico. Here's the jet stream forecast, so you can see the storm, the dip in the jet, heading towards California. There it goes, drops down to the Four Corners. 3-7 is when it actually drops that line of snow down through the Wasatch. By 3-8, it's developing over the top of Colorado and northern New Mexico. Same on 3-9, it's hanging on. And then the pattern shifts. 3-10, 3-11, and 3-12 to the Pacific Northwest, BC, and the northern tier. But by the time we get into 3-12, late 3-12 into 3-13, it's now dropping south. The northern branch buckles to the south, brings that area of low pressure down through Idaho, Wyoming, Utah, and eventually into Colorado, 3-13 and 3-14. Here's the forecast radar and satellite. So again, some light snows today across the Wasatch and in parts of Colorado, but moderate to heavy over parts of Idaho and the Tetons. And looks like some good snow over Shasta in northern California. All right, here we go. There's 3-6 afternoon. Here's the morning of 3-7. That snow will be dropping down through the Wasatch, and the low will be developing in Colorado. You can see it coming together. By the morning of 3-8, we've got snow down into Denver, down to 5280 and across the eastern plains. Heavier snow in southern Colorado, moderate to heavy over northern New Mexico. And that storm hangs on through the day and then starts to clear on 3-9. And then the pattern shifts up to the Pacific Northwest. That's where most of the action is going to be, at least initially. But by 3-13, 3-14, here comes the buckling jet, brings all the energy down through Utah, Wyoming, and into Colorado. All right, let's talk accumulation. Here's my new grand total map. So grand totals by the end of day on 3-14. Looking at about a foot to a foot and a half over the Wasatch, 2 feet for the Tetons. Big Sky is going to get nailed, couple of feet there as well. Bridger Bowl, Red Lodge, getting about a foot out of that. In Colorado, we're looking at about 8 to 16 inches, depending on, obviously, location. But that comes from a couple of different storm systems, a couple different waves. And the snow you see in California for Tahoe, that comes pretty late in the period. I'll show you that. But Shasta gets a couple different shots of snow. About a foot up in Idaho, looking good in Sun Valley. The snow you see up in the Pacific Northwest interior BC is mainly 3-10, 3-11, and 3-12. Okay, by time period. So this is all of today through tomorrow. So next 48 hours, over a foot for the Tetons. About 5 to 6 in Sun Valley. Just a couple for the Wasatch, 1 to 3 in Colorado. But 14 over Shasta. Okay, next time period, 3-7 through 3-9. So on 3-7, that storm drops that frontal boundary over the Wasatch, we get 4 to 6. In Colorado, on 3-8, 3-9, probably 4 to 10 inches. and the numbers in the Pacific Northwest start to pick up. Okay, here's the final time period, 310 through 314. So early in that period, 310, 311, 312, that's when the Pacific Northwest, BC, and the northern tier picks up the bulk of the snow. Then the whole thing drops down on 313, 314 into Utah, Wyoming, and Colorado, and also affects parts of Tahoe. And you can see potentially a foot or more there over Tahoe and Shasta. So that'll be a good period, assuming that storm holds together. Okay, let's go to the northeast. Today through the 14th, these are grand totals by the end of day on 14. Most of what you see happens here on 310, 311. So moderate to heavy accumulations, 310, 311, assuming the temperatures do stay cold enough. Before all this happens, there is rain in my forecast, and that happens today and again the afternoon, evening of 3-6. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in here to this morning mountain weather update. We'll end on the grand total map here. Through the end of 314, we still have some very good snow accumulation yet to go, especially over parts of Colorado and the Tetons, Idaho looking good, and of course the Pacific Northwest. All right, guys, I'll talk with you later. Appreciate you tuning in here.